Hey everyone, this is the demo scene for the flying Eye Pack PBR. I want you to notice a couple things here. So this is just an eyeball with tentacles and an iris, but I want you to pay attention to the movement of the iris and the pupil throughout. There's a lot of movement there, and I think the animator did a pretty good job of adding emotion and maybe some realistic feelings to the ultimately just an eyeball. So this is the demo scene. We've got different lighting setups here. There's light from the front, point lights as if it's inside a dungeon or something, colored lights, and a spotlight from the top down, so you can check those out. We're going to use the daytime lighting. We do have a bunch of animations here, so I'm going to go through those, and I'll just play through. The first one, though, I do want to talk about is this alert button here. We have two different levels of idle and walking. One is the normal idle and one is the alert idle, and then the same with the walking, alert walking and a normal walking, as if he's just moving around, and now he's alert. So you can of course go blend between the two if you'd like, and then the walk backwards is the same for both of them. So this alert level or alert button, it adds a I need to, right when I click this, these go up, but the idea is that it's a transition animation from no movement and no alert to alert. So that movement is a fluid transition. That little blip at the beginning is just because at the very beginning of the animation I moved these up. So if you move that up just a split second later, it would look wouldn't have that transition. So we also have this idle break animation, and that's for more of the non-alert, so it assumes the beginning and end of the tentacles being down. Most of them are assume the alert levels up. It's the attack one. Attack 3, you can just hold for as long as you want and he'll stop, and if you stop at a certain time, he'll just turn that direction. So you can time it however you'd like, I suppose. Cast 1 is also a hold. These quick turns, just turn them around. You could also use these as attacks if you weaponize the tentacles. That's the taunt animation and the death. There you go. You can cut that death in half as well and it would be fine. So let's go back to the idle and move them so we can see them. So the textures are completely customizable in the editor. There's a bunch of sliders that you can use to change all the colors around, to adjust pretty much every single aspect. I do include a bunch of preset looks. This is the default look. If you notice, the iris is emissive. That's something you can turn on and off. And you can use these in your game if you want. I always suggest people customize the look just to make it really matching for their game and the look they're going for. But if you don't want to, you can use these preset ones. Alright, so you can use any of those if you'd like in your game. Let's just switch back to the wide eye. I like that. It's a very realistic eye. You can also turn off the tendrils if you'd like. Obviously, the attack 1 won't really make too much sense But attack 2 still works, and of course the casting still works. So if you wanted just literally a flying eyeball with no tentacles, you could do that. You could also turn off the reflective lens on the outside. For games using legacy shaders, you probably would want to turn that off anyways. It makes it much more of a flat look. But of course, using the nice PBR, you get these great reflections coming off of it. So we'll keep those on. And of course, there's the blend shapes. These are one of my favorite parts of my stuff. So we'll just move this to the front so we can kind of see a couple of these. The iris size can be adjusted, as well as the pupil size. Now these are independent of the animation, so even after you adjust it, the animations will continue to move it a little bit more. And let's see, let's go up, rotate just a little bit. And we can change the size of the veins, make them bigger or smaller. And also this little brain thing, that's also animated through some of the animations. You'll see it pulsing and whatnot. You can update what we're calling the muscles of the tendrils. There's 2 sets, so you can do them independent of the other. It just makes them a little bit more ribbed. And you can also change the thickness of them, so you can make them really thin or really thick. So the extremes on any of these are probably a little bit too extreme. We want to make sure that you've got as many options as possible, so we don't really try to hold back on the extremes. Clearly, when you got these tendrils all the way down, you know, they're really thin. It might work for your game, and so you've got that option, but chances are something in the middle is going to be the best setting, right? So you can of course play with it and choose for you what you want. This is everything down, and once we get to the front, you'll see the eyes are really narrow. So there you go. So I hope you have fun playing with this character. If you have any questions, let me know on the forums, and have a great day.